Hi everyone, it's Carrie
And Sam.
and this is episode 2, I think. We have a bit more to talk about today because we were both at games this week and we both have some stuff going on. So, I went Wednesday, so the day after the home opener, and they lost in what was a really boring game. 2 runs scored and barely any hits. It was what they call the pitching duels, which not really my style. I want to see lots of homers. That's about my level of interest.
Pitching duels are always good though, from a perspective of getting to watch great pitching. But I get it. If you're not really that interested in baseball, it kind of makes for a boring game. And when you want the Jays to just win, you want hits, really.
Yeah. Well, how was your game?
Our game was a bit of the same. It was a slow game, but it was great. We had new seats, so it was exciting to sit where we were sitting. That was the most exciting part of the game, actually, because we lost also.
Not good.
No, and I'm not gonna go into, well, I probably will, it's a show, so I will probably talk about why I think we're losing so much, but again, that will come down to management.
You'll all notice I am actually wearing gear today. Full disclosure, I did not buy a shirt at the game because I just refused to spend $60 on a t-shirt. I'm cheap, what do you want from me? But this is a lender, thank you Sam for lending it, and I will buy one. I just need to it needs to be somewhere under $60 and then I'll be on it.
You need to get a cute little t-shirt like I have that I still can't find.
This is a shirt of lies, is what we're saying.
This is too, because this is an Encarnacion's shirt, and I'm gonna say he's not even on the team anymore, so it kind of feels like a shirt of lies too. I feel like I need to find my t-shirt. It was my good luck t-shirt. However, they did win today.
They did. That was cool.
Yeah, so I think
with a bottom of the 9th home run.
No.
Which is kind of fun.
A walk-off home run by Edwin's replacement, which is even better. Morales, that was fantastic. Like, this was just much needed. We didn't want to be 1-10. I was disappointed to see a record of 1-9 being the franchise lowest record of all time. Again, we can say we lived through this.
Yeah.
But I would like to see, I'm hoping this is a really winning trajectory, and Friday's game was great. Like, they got a lot of hitting done. It wasn't Sanchez's best game, but still, like, we were starting to get hitting. You could see some evolution. And then today it wasn't a lot of hitting though. It was again a pitcher's duel.
Yeah. It's funny, I was out with friends yesterday and they were giving me the gears about, do you feel bad about their record since you started a show in the year they have the worst starting in the franchise history? I don't. I think that we have very little control over this.
Yeah, I
don't think we're sending bad karma out into the universe.
We might be, because my friends are saying the same things. I think it's us. It might be us. I don't think it is.
We can do another Gibbons rant if you want.
Yes, because I was actually saying I'm going to have to place blame where it lies, and again, it comes to management. I'm going to join the movement. I looked it up. There is actually a movement now to fire John Gibbons, and I'm not going to disagree with it. I mentioned in the last cast, and probably the first test ones, that I don't think it's a good idea to have given him a contract extension when he hasn't proven himself as a manager. Again, we've made it to the playoffs, but I've said many other teams have. We've just never passed it. We were able to pass it before, so why not now? We have a great team. We have amazing pitchers. Hitting right now is the issue, but I know they'll pick up. They always do, and we've got great hitters.
So, we saw Martin get his first hit on Wednesday. Not a great start. He'd been up at least 20 times at bat, if not more. I can't remember exactly. And he ended the game with a 48 average. So I get that it's early in the season, but that's not a fantastic start.
No, it's not.
And he dropped a ball that had the Brewers have a good play. They didn't end up scoring from it, but still, it's not a good look.
No, and it's one of the critiques I have of Martin, and I love the fact that he's Canadian. I think it's great to have Canadian players on a team. As a catcher, in terms of stats, he's not the greatest catcher. His hitting is average, and his catching is average. So I look at, we had DNR Navarro on our team, and they traded him away to keep Martin, and then brought him back at the end of the season last year, and then trade him away again this year. And on paper, Navarro actually has better statistics. He's a slightly better hitter, but he's a much better catcher. Pitchers actually pitch better with him, and there have been some documented complaints about Martin's catching. I can't obviously verify that I'm not a catcher, but I'm going by stats on paper and what I see, and I've seen some bad calls sometimes, and I don't understand how they've happened. But we have also brought in a new catcher, Saltiamakia, and Jared Saltiamakia is a good catcher. So I'm surprised with the starts that Martin usually has, and they're usually very slow, and then he picks up and then slows down again, that we wouldn't actually start maybe Jared and see how he would do. He's played with some really great teams, and I think it would be great to give him a chance to see what he can do at this moment, because again, 48 average is very low, and when your catching is good but not spectacular, then it's kind of a concern for me right now when we're not doing well.
Not to rag on a fellow Canadian, but
No,
sorry, just
doing my due diligence.
well, and I think you guys saw Donaldson get hurt.
Yeah, that
Unfortunately.
was, again, when we have no hitting right now, that's actually a big concern for him to be out right now, but hopefully we've done, like, Friday's game was great because there was some hitting. We lost, but hitting started to slowly come back and it looked good, we mentioned earlier, but today was also a pitcher's duel again, so it'll be interesting. We didn't have the hitting we should have today.
Yeah.
I feel. So we need Donaldson back. We never be at their peak condition. I'm not going to go into it's a whole other. I've always got something to say,
Yeah.
but Bautista's a whole other. I think
We'll get to that another time.
full-time episode where we can talk about pros and cons.
He did play well
Bautista.
when I saw him, but we'll get into that next time,
I think that's
or the time after.
Yeah, I think we have to do a full session on Bautista and
Yeah.
what we think of him being on the team.
Yeah,
That's one of my things.
and I think might that be it? I think
I think so.
All right. Well, thanks everyone again for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Cheers
Cheers.
to another win! Yay!